Yes, students of class 11th. Now, chapter name, some basic concept of chemistry. Okay, so we have studying law of chemical combination. We have covered till now law of conservation of mass, law of definite proportion, or law of constant composition. Now, today we will take up third law. That law name is law of multiple proportion. This law was put forward by 1803 scientist Dalton. All right. What is the statement according to this law? Let's see. The law of multiple proportions. This is a law. Okay. So similarly, step wise we will study. Number one, what is this law? Statement of this law. And next law is see. As we told you, this law was put forward by Dalton scientists in 1808. Okay. Now, what is the statement according to this law? Law of multiple proportion. Very simple law. If two elements combine, all right. If two elements combine to form more than one compound, simple. If two elements combine and they form more than one compound, then the different masses of one element which combined with the fixed mass of the other element bear a simple ratio to one another. So simple, this is a law. So see this, what is saying according to this? Very simple. If two elements combine to form more than one compound, all right, then the different masses, okay, then the different masses of one element, all right, which combine with fixed mass, which combine with a fixed mass of the other element. Okay, so it bears a simple ratio to one another. Bear a simple ratio to one another. See this. This is a law. Standard statement is law. Now we will take up, suppose two elements combined like carbon oxygen. So it is forming more than one compound, carbon dioxide and CO2. Okay. So we will take more example. This is the one. Now, so this is a statement. If two elements combine to form more than one compound, then the different masses of one element, which combined with fixed mass of the other element, bear a simple ratio. This is a law. This law is a law of multiple. Okay. Now, one element combines with another element to give more than one compound, okay, of different stoichiometry. So simple, different stoichiometry is different. Suppose example is this, okay, the stoichiometry of this compound is different. Stoichiometry is different. When two elements combine and they are forming more than one compound and their stoichiometry is different. Okay, so let's we take more example to make understand. So this is clear statement we are having now. So example of multiple proportion, we are taking example for nitrogen and oxygen. Okay, nitrogen and oxygen to give 5 oxides. It gives 5 oxides. So draw the table first to this law. Very simple. A law is this. Draw the law. First, oxides of nitrogen. Heading statement is this. Oxides of nitrogen. First column. Mass of nitrogen, mass of oxygen. Okay, mass of oxygen. Next heading, mass of oxygen, right? For gram of for mass of oxygen for 14 gram of nitrogen element. Okay, then next, ratio of oxygen. Ratio of oxygen. Okay, ratio of the masses of oxygen. Masses of, so this is a table. Oxides of nitrogen, nitrogen, and mass of oxygen, and this. Now fill this data. 5 oxides of nitrogen. Number 1, N2O. Second, NO. Second, N2O3, and NO2. Fifth one is N2O5. See children. So this is very simple example. So mass of nitrogen in this compound. How many? 2 nitrogen atom, 1 nitrogen 14. So write 28. Here mass of nitrogen and nitrogen is this is 28. Similarly 14. Okay. 2 nitrogen 28, 1 nitrogen 14, 2 nitrogen 28. Now mass of oxygen. 1 oxygen is there, so we will write 16. 1 oxygen is there, 16. 3, so 16 into 3, that is 48. 16 into 2, 32. 16 into 5, 82. So 82. So this is the nitrogen also. Now mass of oxygen for 14 gram of nitrogen. So here is 28 gram. So here in the asking it is 28 gram, or 28 gram contains 16 gram. So 14 gram will contain 8 gram. Simple. 28 gram contains 16 gram. So 14 gram will contain 8 gram. Similarly, here is also nitrogen 14, or is it 16? Simple, we will write 16. Or 28 contains 48, and 14 will contain, so you will write 24. Simple. 14 nitrogen contains 32, so 32. So mass of oxygen for 14 gram, so 16 to the 32. So 28 grams contains 80. So we will write here 40. Okay, 28 gram contains 80, and 14 gram will contain 40 gram. So simple, simple ratio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ratio of mass of oxygen is this: 1 is to 2 is to 3 is to 3, 4. So children, ratio of mass of this oxygen 1 is to 2 is to 3 is to 4 is to 5. So this is owing law of multiple proportion. Okay, simple. So two elements combined, like nitrogen elements, they are forming different more than one compound. They are, and this is the data. Okay, so children, after this problems example, so I hope this example is very clear to you. Now after taking this, we will take numerical section. Okay, so see the numerical. So one numerical we are taking up to, so that you will more understand this law. It helps. Numerical application of numerical means application of law. So very simple. What is according to this law? So first right means the carbon and oxygen are known to form two compounds. Very good. Carbon and oxygen hai, they are very known to form two compounds. Okay, now the carbon contained in one of these is see the data, that is 42.9, 40.29%. okay, while in other while in other it is 27.3%. Okay, so that this data is this data or result is an agreement with the law of multiple proportion, with the law of multiple proportions. Okay, so this is a problem. So children, let's we solve this problem. Now what we need to do, very simple. So first we will understand the numerical. Okay, so first we should know the law, technique of the law, and the application of this law. So we will apply the application of the law. So concept we know. So the carbon and compound, they are forming two. The carbon one contain 42.9%. So let's first case, first compound. So mass percentage of first compound. Okay, mass percent of carbon first, that is given 42.9%. Now mass percent of oxygen, so 100 minus 42.9. Okay, so it will come 57.49 1009 to 57.1%. Okay, so it will come in the percent. This is the mass of oxygen, 57%. Now children, we can write in gram also. Thus 42.9 gram carbon reacts with 57.1 gram of oxygen. Now children, 1 gram unitary method, therefore 1 gram carbon reacts 57.1 upon 42.9. Okay, gram of oxygen. So children, okay, you practice this. So when you will divide, cut this, the value will come very close, that is 1.33. So when you will divide this 40.9 by 57.1, so this data will come. Okay, that is 1.433. So similarly take second case. Second case is this. This is first case. Now second case. Okay, mass percentage of carbon, that is 42.9. Very good. Mass percentage of oxygen, 100 minus 42.9. Okay, so children, do the simple right. So it will come 72.7% oxygen. Now write in statement 42.9 gram of carbon reacts with 72.7 gram of oxygen. Okay, is therefore 1 gram reacts 72.7 upon 42.9 gram of oxygen. So when you will solve this, so it will go very close to when you will cut this, it will come 2.26 gram. Yes, first compound. Summary: 1 gram of carbon reacts with 1.33 gram of oxygen. Okay, so this is a summary of first. Now second compound, mass percentage of carbon is 27.9. Okay, so mass of oxygen, mass percentage of oxygen, 100 minus 27.9. So when we will minus 100 like this, so value will come 72.7 something will come, 72.7 will come. Okay, this is the mass percentage of carbon. Now write statement. Thus 27.9 gram of carbon reacts with 27 gram of oxygen. So 1 gram will react 72.7 upon 27.9 gram of oxygen. So when you will divide, so it will come very close to this value, 2.66. So children, in this numerical, two data is coming, 1.33, this is a 1.33, second 2.66. okay, or we can write 1:2, 1:2. So it bear a simple ratio. So children, yes, this data results, it shows an agreement with the law of multiple proportion. Okay, so after this we come to the limitations. Okay children, limitation number 1, it also does not hold good on law of non-stoichiometric compound. So see the limitation, topic is limitation of this law. Limitations. First, stoichiometric not applicable on non-stoichiometric compound. Second case, we will write, that is very simple. This law is valid till an element. This law is valid till element is present in one particular, all right, so it's present particular isotope form, okay. Now in all its compounds, now children, when an element exists, next, when an elements exist in form of different isotopes, in its compounds, this law is not hold good. Okay student, hold good. Okay, so children, so this is the case number 1, case 2. So in this way there are two limitations. So children, this law, okay, number 1 does not hold good. We can write it's not here, does not, okay, hold good. Now children, so again recap of this law. First, this law is law of multiple proposed by Dalton, and statement, explanation, and next right, explanation, example or numerical, and limitations. Okay, so these topics we have covered in this law. Now next law will come, clear. So you can write a simple, in its compound, this law is not, yes, does not. Okay, so simple we write, does not hold good, yeah, apply, this is the meaning. So this law is over now. Now in next part 4 we will study law of reciprocal law and Gay-Lussac law. Okay children, see you, bye again, thank you.